Hi, parents. So, I really want to talk to you about how we build confidence in our program. So, we know it's called Confident Kids Coaching. So, this is definitely like a huge emphasis is on building confidence. But some of the ways that we do it are really subtle. And so, I want to talk about those ways and how this really builds confidence so you can really anchor in your piece of all this and how it's going to help your child long term. So, one big thing that we do in this program is we emphasize building that vocabulary around emotions, understanding emotions, naming them, getting in touch with our own emotions as parents, and the child getting in touch with their emotions. And the more that your child can embrace, understand, trust what they're feeling, the more that's going to build confidence just right there. That they know that, oh my gosh, what I'm feeling right now is anger and frustration. And maybe even that anger is being driven by some worries. That is huge. And what happens is that then they're starting to put pieces together. I'm understanding myself and that what I'm feeling isn't wrong. This is what I'm feeling, and it's okay to feel this way. That's another piece of it. That's why your validation, even if you don't agree with how they're feeling, you're validating their feelings builds confidence. Them understanding, oh my gosh, it's okay that I'm feeling jealous that my friend got to have a sleepover or got extra screen time that I didn't get. It's okay that I'm feeling that way. Doesn't mean that I can hit or I can start cursing or anything like that. That's not okay. But what is okay is the feelings and being in touch, recognizing them, and knowing too that the my parent, somebody understands me. My coach, whether it's coach me or Abby, we get it. We're teaching them, we're working with them and helping them understand what you're feeling is okay. And here is what you're feeling. And the faster and better you can get at understanding and naming these things, the quicker you're going to move through them. But we got to get to that point of understanding what you're feeling and having these emotions not overwhelm you so much. Because part of it, the overwhelm of emotion increases if a child doesn't feel understood. If they feel like, oh my gosh, nobody gets it, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I shouldn't feel it. No, I want them to hear it. I'm going to make it louder, right? But as soon as we feel that somebody else understands, then we're like, okay, it's okay. And the more that we as parents can help them and catch them and be that rock for them and to be just that there, being understanding, seeing, telling, and helping take their hand through this, the more they're going to feel I'm not alone. I'm not wrong. I can handle this. My emotions are big, but they're going to get smaller the more that I understand what's going on and the more that I can use tools to help me through this. But that very first step is just understanding the emotions itself. Now, once they understand the emotions and they can be okay and accept them themselves, and we start by accepting their emotions too, the more they're going to be able to use those tools and access them. And it really speeds it up if they see parents, us using the tools too. So in the sessions, like Abby will demonstrate the tools and we will just make sure they understand. And you can go back to the videos and they can see that either I was using a tool or my son was. Those kinds of things just are great reference points. But it's not just them. It's not because of a problem or they're broken. But it's really about that this is the next level. This is how to help you out of this so you can your entire life, you're going to have ups and downs. And you can handle this because you have the tools. And that gives them confidence, so much inner confidence in themselves because it doesn't matter. If they lose the soccer game, they can handle it then. If they don't do as well on a test, then it doesn't seem as big of a deal because it takes so much of the pressure off because their internal world is less confusing. So, we often, when we think about building confidence, we think it's about winning medals, it's about doing the best at something. And it really is rarely that way. I would argue that rarely does that really build inner confidence. It can build some like confidence in your skills. Yeah, now I feel really confident as a skier. So me growing up, I can lean into those skills. Like I knew that I was a great skier. Like there was no doubt about it. There's no way somebody could convince me that I wasn't a good skier. I won a lot of races. I could just pick it up really fast. I understood what I was doing. And it didn't translate into my inner world. I could have won, I won the Junior Olympics, and I still could fall into self doubt that very same day or the next day. So, it's not bad. It's a great thing to do. But what I think helps us build confidence more, that's more of the external. And we are building in this program so much internal confidence. So I'm not saying don't have your kids participate in sports and that they can't build confidence in those directions. They can, but it's going to be more about overcoming the challenges in those areas than about actually winning. It's going to be more about, like, I've got so confident in myself when I realized I hooked a tip. I like almost fell down, but I re-caught it. Got balanced. And then I tried even harder to finish fast. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wasn't even in last place because I believed in myself and I leaned into, I can do hard things. This is tricky, but I really just leaned into my perseverance and other great character traits to be able to push through. And that is our area to build confidence. Okay. When things get hard, then we can lean into our character traits. When we can be brave, when we can believe in ourselves, when we can keep pushing through, when we show resilience and we get back up. Those are times where we're continuing to build that resilience. Now, one obvious thing that we do in the program that builds confidence is the kids setting their goals for themselves. These are things that they want to work on and they believe in. And so, them seeing their own progress, I mean, these goals are difficult. These are not easy goals for them to set. And it's amazing to see them put in care and try in these areas. And so, these areas are really important to them. That builds confidence because they're invested, they want to make a difference, and we always make sure they're related to the internal world. It's not just about um, performing well on a test. It's never that. It's never like, oh, I want to get 100% on the next history test. That's not the kinds of goals these kids are setting. Um, we have them set goals that are in their control and that they know that they how to, and if it's outside their control, they know ways that they can control to prepare and get better and increase. And so that's where it builds the confidence from. So I just wanted to shed some light on a few of the things that we do in the program, how it's helping, and how you're helping your child by you showing up, doing the activities, role modeling everything that you're doing emotionally to support and help them understand themselves, see that you understand them, that you guys are increasing the communication, but being better communicators is going to build confidence too. I understand you. I get it. And even if I don't agree, I can see where you're coming from. And I want you to know that I'm there for you. Like these are all pieces of this that are so important. And so when you see that your child is still, having these challenges, which they always have, emotions will go up and down, to know if they can get this more in tune with themselves, self understanding, that's what it's all about. And the kids in the program do. And it doesn't mean that the goal is that they're happy all the time. That's not it. We can't control that. They're not going to be. And some kids are just going to be wired more towards happiness than others. But what we want to show them is that when things get really hard, they can handle it, that they can move up and down, that things aren't too much, and they're not just going always to catastrophizing everything, right? And it's going to take time to prove to themselves. And we're just setting that foundation in this 12 weeks. But this is continuing. You're going to continue to build on it and help them see this and reinforce way past the 12 weeks. For sure, most intensely in the first year. But we got to keep on it too, right? And keep helping, supporting, seeing the tools, the messages, everything here is so important. It's not just during these 3 months, which is great, but it's also going forward. So thanks so much. Let me know what questions you have.